Today on Good Morning Maine, workers and shoppers were evacuated at the Brewer Walmart last night due to an alleged bomb threat.
Also this morning, Maine experienced record-breaking drought this summer. How that could impact many seasons to come.
And a developer in Jonesport is putting up over a dozen properties for sale, but only for one day. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. Happy Friday, everyone. Also this morning, Sarah Stewart's going to return. She's going to continue her series on healthy living. Today she's going to head into the grocery store to show us how to shop for nice and healthy things that still taste good.
She's taught me a lot already.
Me too. We'll hear from her in about 40 minutes. But first, to check out that forecast, and it's looking like wonderful weather as we head through the weekend. Yes. Going to be up around 70 today, and then by up to 80
I know.
By Monday. So I don't know, just crazy weather for this time of year.
Let's turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment. 922-2043. Alrighty, another quiet morning across the region. We have no advisories posted, just a few passing clouds, and that's about it. Another nice day filled with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and that's about it. Let's zoom things out. And again, high pressure is in dominant control, a little bit of energy across parts of Canada, and that's about it for us. Futurecast showing that nice day for us. Again, maybe a few passing clouds, and again, looking pretty good. Some more clouds passing through later on tonight. Moving forward today, lower 70s, mostly sunny, again, a few passing clouds, a little more breezy out there with that southwest wind at around 20 miles per hour. Overnight, here we go. We have upper 40s, partly cloudy. The wind's backing off out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we have upper 70s under a mostly sunny sky and that northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, a few passing clouds. Temperatures approaching the low 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Well, this morning, lawmakers in Washington remain deadlocked with coming to an agreement to end the government shutdown. The White House is warning thousands of federal workers could be fired, while millions wonder when they'll see their next paycheck. ABC's Johnny Fernandez has the latest.
This morning, the government shutdown entering its third day, and both sides pointing at each other for the blame. Democrats demand Republicans reverse $1 trillion in Medicaid cuts and extend $400 billion in Obamacare subsidies to stop premiums from soaring for millions. The fight is far from over, with the jobs of federal workers at stake.
Are we talking hundreds? Are we talking thousands?
Look, it's likely going to be in the thousands.
The president signaled plans to work with the White House budget director to decide which government programs to eliminate, calling it an unprecedented opportunity to make cuts and warning of potential mass firings.
I'm allowed to cut things that should have never been approved in the first place, and I will probably do that.
While negotiations with Democrats are at a standstill, House Speaker Johnson says he's not talking with Schumer or Jeffries because, quote, he has nothing to negotiate, a claim Democrats flat out reject.
The White House is now threatening to fire thousands of federal employees. Is that a risk that you're willing to take by putting up this fight, and for how long?
The Trump administration has been firing thousands of federal employees outside of the context of a government shutdown since January 20th. They need to come to the table.
The Senate returns to session later today, but Majority Leader John Thune says if Democrats don't fund the government by tonight, lawmakers will be sent home for the weekend, stretching the shutdown longer. Johnny Fernandez, ABC News, New York.
A 46-year-old Rockland man is accused of assaulting a child multiple times. Police say Joseph Locke locked a child in a room for long periods of time and also threatened the child with a knife. According to the Midcoast Villager, the 12-year-old victim says Locke also lifted her by the throat and threw her against a wall. She also reported being locked out of the house at night along with 2 other children. Locke is now in jail and faces multiple domestic violence and assault charges.
Meanwhile, people shopping and working at the Brewer Walmart were evacuated last night. Those on scene told our crew it was due to a bomb threat. Shoppers say that they were asked to leave the store immediately sometime around 7:30 p.m. Brewer police investigated the premises and the store reopened around 8 o'clock. Those on the scene told us they were told to leave due to a bomb threat, though that currently remains unconfirmed by police.
I was let in. I was there about 20 minutes. We've been out of eggs and milk for 2 days. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so then, she said, oh, there's a bomb scare. And I said, I know, but I need these things.
We'll bring you more details as we get them.
Authorities have arrested a woman wanted for an alleged purse snatching in Brewer. 47-year-old Rebecca Lynn Holt was picked up Thursday for an arrest warrant. Authorities believe she's the woman who went behind a counter at Costa's restaurant and stole an employee's purse. The alleged victim told us the purse contained thousands of dollars in cash, along with her car keys and personal banking information. Holt has apparently changed her appearance since the incident in August. There's no information about where or how she was arrested, but more details should be revealed later on today.
It's been just over 3 weeks since a school board meeting at Mackinac Academy took an unexpected turn when a board member slapped a phone out of the hand of a man who tried to film him. Now that board member has resigned. In a school board meeting held on Wednesday night, a fellow board member read aloud the resignation of Andrew Fernaro.
I have received official notification of the resignation of Andrew Fernaro as an RSU 67 board director, and we thank Mr. Fernaro for his service to this board.
Andrew Fernaro's resignation from the RSU 67 school board comes nearly 3 weeks after that mid-September incident. An incident that was sparked by a Mackinac Academy teacher allegedly sharing their opinions on the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, causing outrage for some students and parents. That RSU 67 teacher has since been put on leave.
This year, Maine experienced one of the driest summers on record. Even though rain in late September did bring some much-needed relief, experts are warning that drought conditions could persist next summer if we don't get more rain this fall. Our Grace Blanchard has more.
From June through August, Maine saw the 6th driest summer on record, impacting Maine farmers and elevating wildfire danger.
When you look at the sunshine we've had and the wonderful weather, unfortunately that comes with risks of drought, and certainly we're seeing that right now.
In the state's latest drought task force meeting, experts reported that rainfall levels in September provided temporary relief. But across the state, we are still seeing low soil moisture, low stream flow, and more than 300 reports of dry wells.
If we want to end this drought, we're going to have to end it before the ground freezes.
Officials with the National Weather Service say October is traditionally Maine's wettest month. But there is a short window of opportunity to prevent drought conditions from carrying over into next season.
We're going to stay locked in. We will be capped at whatever drought classification we are at when the ground freezes. And that will be our starting point for the next warm season.
Agriculture experts say they fear what another dry season could mean for Maine crops and farmers.
This is going to have significant impact on hay crops with long-term costs for dairy and other livestock operations.
The Drought Task Force says it would take 6 to 12 inches of additional rainfall over a continuous period this fall in order to decrease the drought conditions efficiently before the ground freezes. Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The No Labels Party has officially withdrawn as a political party in Maine. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows says they notified her office back in June of 2024 that they no longer plan to remain a qualified party. But at that time, there was no mechanism in Maine law to allow a party to withdraw once it had become qualified. The Secretary of State introduced a proposal to the legislature that would allow a party to dissolve by filing a written request signed by the party's chair. That proposal passed and became law on September 24th of this year. Bellows says all voters who were previously enrolled in the No Labels Party have been updated to unenroll. Any Maine voter who would like to change their party status can do so online using the registration portal at maine.gov/vote.
Well, due to provisions in President Trump's budget reconciliation bill, Maine Family Planning says they'll be forced to close their primary care practice effective October 31st. The organization says the reconciliation bill targets providers who offer abortion care and takes away their Medicaid funding, even though none of the MFP's Medicaid funding is actually used for abortion care. Maine Family Planning says because their primary care practice was modeled to serve Medicaid patients, without those Medicaid funds, they can no longer sustain the primary care practice. For the rest of the month, MFP says they will help their patients find other providers in the area and will provide family planning services for as long as they can. The organization says around 8,000 patients made more than 15,000 visits to Maine Family Planning's 18 clinics and mobile medical units in 2024. Many of their clinics, of course, are in rural areas of the state.
And a unique opportunity is coming to Down East Maine later this month. A developer is putting more than a dozen waterfront lots up for sale in Jonesport, but only for one day. Our Alex Schley tells us how you could claim a piece of the coast.
On Saturday, October 25th, prospective buyers will have a one-day window to purchase property in a new development called Seabury Landing, located in the Down East town of Jonesport.
We bought a 50-acre farm on the ocean, and we divided it into a total of 14 properties.
The farmhouse here behind me is the only move-in ready property. The rest are raw lots starting at just under $100,000. And developers say you don't need to build right away. It's okay to buy now and decide later. The lots consist of a combination of waterfront and water view properties.
Out of the 14 lots, there's 3 lots that are not on the water. They have views of the ocean, but they're not waterfront lots.
The project is being developed by the Virginia-based company American Land Holding. The lots are being sold first come, first serve. Interested buyers can pay a refundable $250 deposit to get an appointment to tour the properties on October 25th.
They get a one-on-one private tour of the property. They have all the time that they need to make a selection on which lot they'd like to purchase.
Gerard explains that the property is not being auctioned off to the highest bidder, but rather a fixed price is set for each lot. For more information, go to our website, foxbangor.com. In Jonesport, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Yeah.
I'm sure those will get bought up really
Somebody
fast.
will snatch them up. I'd love to have a piece of the coast.
I know, right on the water.
Wouldn't want to pay the taxes, but.
Right.
You know.
The time now is 8:13. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Bangor Historical Society is getting into the Halloween spirit, hosting their first ghost tour of 2025.
We'll tell you all about that, but first, another check of the forecast. Looking like a great weekend ahead. Today will be mostly sunny and breezy with highs near 70 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight with lows dropping down to the upper 40s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and even warmer. Highs near 77. How about that? Back with more right after this.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow.
The quickest turnaround in the business, the Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
A few weeks ago, I went down to the basement to see what was happening with the boilers and opened the door, and there was about 12 to 14 inches of water in our basement. I knew who to call right away, and that was Bouchard. They were here within a half hour. They work well with our insurance company. They're very, very efficient, and all I have to do is call them any time of day. They're going to take care of me. Our business is our life, and that's why I don't hesitate to recommend them to other people.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
You know Matt pretty well. Did he give you any advice?
He said that I should use 26 words or more.
When every word counts.
Trash panda.
Raccoon.
You hand me a trash panda. That was gangster.
It pays to choose wisely.
Wed, Thurs.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You just won it!
25 words or less every weekday.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
A local Dexter business owner is using his own unique resources to help spread the word about voting for Dexter in the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights Challenge. Frank Spizzuco owns Millworks Apparel, and he created special T-shirts, encouraging everyone to go online and vote for Dexter. They also bought the internet domain votedexter.com. If you type that into the URL line, it will bring you right to the page where you can actually cast your vote for Dexter in that challenge. He says a new football field, which is up for grabs for the winner, would have benefits far beyond just football games.
If we did win it, we'd just turn it into another big fundraiser, and we would do more, and you could use it for field hockey. We could build a track. We could do a multi-purpose facility.
Pizzuco says they need the whole state to pitch in and do their part by voting every day.
And we are keeping a close watch on the voting as Dexter Regional High School vies for that top prize in the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights competition. Right now, the Tigers are in third place with over 100,000 votes, but they need to gain some serious ground to clinch first place and that big prize. That's $1 million, which would help them overhaul their football facilities and add lights so they could actually have nighttime football games. The grand prize also includes a brand new fitness room furnished by Gronk Fitness. You can vote once a day right up until the end, which is on October 24th. And to vote, just scan the QR code on your screen and follow the directions on the website.
Well, folks in Bangor got the opportunity to learn about some of Bangor's spookier history last night. The Bangor Historical Society has been hosting their ghostly walking tours for well over a decade now, and they held their first one of the season last night. The tours return every October for residents to learn more about Bangor's history and some of the paranormal activity that goes along with it.
These tours are really one of those things that we look forward to every year. It's a great way to get out, especially when the weather's so good. Really seeing the city at a beautiful time of year and incorporating the spooky aspects.
While we can't confirm that Bangor is haunted, Bishop's tours highlight some of the spookier sites in the Queen City. For more information or to get tickets to the next tour, contact the Bangor Historical Society. I'll confirm it. It's haunted. It's wicked haunted.
You think?
So, yeah, I'll leave it there.
The time now is 8:18. After the break, some food and beverage products at PepsiCo are getting a more natural makeover, replacing artificial dyes.
We'll tell you about that. Plus, in a matter of hours, Sean Diddy Coombs will hear how long he'll spend behind bars. Today is sentencing day. Those stories and more straight ahead on Good Morning Maine.
I got hurt in a car accident. There's so much chaos, I have no idea what to do.
Here are the top 2 things you should do if you're hurt in a car accident. 1, don't say or sign anything with that insurance company. And 2, call the twos so we can fight for the money you deserve.
I called the twos guy. He made it easy and got me $260,000.
Hurt in a car accident? I'm your go-to guy.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, some food and beverage products at PepsiCo are getting a more natural makeover. The company that owns various brands, from Gatorade to Cheetos, says it is working to replace its traditional artificial dyes with natural colorings. Some alternative dye options could come from vegetables like carrots or beets. PepsiCo says it has been working on the change for years as consumers' preferences have started to shift.
We have to work really closely with our suppliers to get the amount of color that we need to be able to mass market all of this, and we have to scale this to much bigger, and that comes in with its own inherent issues and problems that we have to solve. So there's a lot to think about when you think about like end to end from material all the way to the product. But look, this is why we all went to college to become scientists and engineers. So it's a great opportunity for us to fix or to solve all these problems.
Has called for an end of petroleum-based dyes in food products by 2026. PepsiCo says it is still testing new natural formulas for federal approval. I wonder what they'll do with it.
Interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
The time now is 8:22. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Already, wave heights a little bit active out there, not enough to prompt any advisories. We're at 4 feet for the wave heights at this moment in time, 7 feet farther out towards sea, according to a couple buoys at this moment in time. Meanwhile, on land, again, another quiet morning. It's been a broken record of that lately. And again, another case of that with high pressure and dominant control. So let's zoom things out and show you that full picture as we are seeing high pressure and dominant control farther off in Canada. They're seeing a little bit of activity this morning. And again, a beautiful day to get outside yet again. Now, we are seeing a little boundary passing through. That's why we're seeing a few passing clouds. High pressure to the south and west, again, is what's keeping the entire northeast quiet. So a futurecast for us. Again, lots of clear skies, a few passing clouds, but overall, keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those today as we'll have a lot of sunshine. Later on tonight, some more clouds passing through. So overall, a partly cloudy sky, but for tomorrow, we'll have a lot more sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. And then by Saturday evening, some more passing clouds. Eventually, those will be getting out of here. And then once we head towards your Sunday, another decent start. Fall foliage, now is the time to enjoy that. The leaves do continue to turn. You'll want to head farther off towards the north and northwest to enjoy peak fall colors. While farther down toward the south, we're not quite there just yet, but we continue to turn at this moment in time. Mostly sunny and breezy today, so blowing some leaves off the trees with highs in the low 70s. Southwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. Overnight, upper 40s, partly cloudy, and that west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we have upper 70s, mostly sunny, northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Mostly sunny for your Sunday with highs in the mid 70s. And then lower 80s. Hello for your Monday under a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Tuesday, highs in the upper 70s.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
When Blazing Trails located in Lincoln want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Blazing Trails is Lincoln's #1 trusted dispensary, providing outstanding product and customer service to Eastern and Central Maine.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
Are you experiencing foot pain? Comfort Shoes and More has a team of experts trained in podorthics to help you find relief. They offer tailored fittings, shoe modifications, customized orthotics, and much more for the ordinary or the hard-to-fit foot. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear for men and women from today's top brands: Hoka, Brooks, Keen, Merrill, and Ariat. From running to walking, casual or dress, they have it all. Take the drive to Newport for a sit-and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Starting May 1st, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles will begin issuing the new Pine Tree license plate. If you have a Chickadee plate, it will be replaced when you renew after May 1st at no additional charge. If you have a Chickadee plate number you want to keep, you can reserve it today online by searching Reserve My Plate and paying a one-time $25 fee. With your help, we can provide prompt and quality service to all Mainers. Brought to you by this station, the Maine Association of Broadcasters, and the Secretary of State.
Welcome back, everyone. A controversial app used by anti-ICE activists gets taken down after a request by the Trump administration. Apple said on Thursday that it had removed ICE Block and other similar apps from download availability on its App Store. The app is considered the most popular ICE tracking app, and the Justice Department expressed concern to Apple that the app could increase risk of assaults on ICE agents. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem have previously warned Joshua Aaron, the creator of ICE Block, that he is not protected under the Constitution and he could be prosecuted. The move by Apple could further raise concerns about ties by tech companies to the Trump administration.
In a matter of hours, Sean Diddy Coombs will hear how long he'll spend behind bars. Coombs is expected to speak at his sentencing hearing after already writing a letter to the judge pleading for a second chance. Andrea Fugii has more.
This morning, Sean Diddy Combs preparing to learn his fate. A judge will sentence him today on 2 prostitution-related convictions. The music mogul was acquitted in July of more serious sex trafficking and racketeering charges, but still faces a potentially lengthy prison sentence. Prosecutors asking for 11 years. Combs' lawyers say the 1 year that he's already spent behind bars should be enough.
It's going to be everyone's last opportunity to give any kind of mitigation or aggravating factors to either increase or decrease his potential prison sentence.
Combs is expected to speak at today's sentencing. In a letter to the judge, he requested leniency, saying, "I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain that I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs." He also apologized to his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, the woman he was seen assaulting in this Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Combs saying, "I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on the woman that I loved. I'm sorry for that and always will be." The defense will also point to the work Combs has done in prison, teaching a business management class. Prosecutors have asked Combs' former assistant to deliver a victim impact statement today, and Cassie Ventura has already submitted a letter telling the judge she's scared Combs will walk free, writing, "His first actions will be swift retribution toward me and others who spoke up about his abuse at trial." Experts say the judge's sentence will likely land in the middle.
We do know that the government is saying that there are some aggravating factors that the court should consider, and that's why they believe that 11 years makes sense. But of course, there are going to be some mitigation there as well. But I would imagine the judge looks somewhere in between the requests from both sides and aligns more with the probation report.
The sentencing hearing is this morning, and people were already waiting in line yesterday, hoping to get a spot inside the courtroom. Andrea Fuji, ABC News, New York.
The Trump administration wants a deal with some higher education institutions in return for more access to federal funds. The administration is proposing an agreement with 9 schools for an incentive-based approach to federal grants. The agreement, called the Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education, is asking the University of Arizona, MIT, and others to be in on the agreement. The Trump administration wants acceptance of some priorities, such as gender definition, women's sports, standardized testing for admissions, and no race-based admission preferences, with international admissions capped at 15%. Some schools are reviewing the request. The American Council on Education is urging a rejection of the deal over violations of campus independence and free speech issues. Coming up on the second half of the newscast, a team of excavators struck gold off of Florida's coastline.
We'll take a look at that as Good Morning Maine continues.
At Women First Machias, we provide compassionate, full-scope women's health care for every stage of life. From advanced treatments like the Mona Lisa touch to rejuvenate delicate skin, to the O-Shot designed to enhance intimacy and pleasure, Women First Machias also offers bioidentical hormone pellet therapy, a natural solution for hormone imbalances, plus an online store with supplements for sleep, energy, and weight loss. We specialize in women's health, preparing expecting mothers and partners with education offered at the office, 24-hour access to the provider, and full-scope medical care for everything woman health and wellness related.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, October 3rd, 2025, and it is also World Smile Day.
This holiday was created by artist Harvey Ball, who came up with the smiley face symbol that we've all come to know. It has been printed on everything from coffee mugs to t-shirts. Believing it was overused and was moving away from its intent of goodwill and cheer, Ball decided something should be done. World Smile Day is held to encourage people to do acts of kindness and to smile more to help them connect with others.
A lot of people get busy in their days. They walk along with their faces down, maybe in their phones. So it's nice to kind of look around, give a little smile to somebody. You get one back and
cheers everyone up.
Yeah, spread some positivity. I like that. All right, time for history. It was on this day back in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln announced the nation would celebrate an official Thanksgiving holiday on November 26th. It was an expression of gratitude for the pivotal Union Army victory at Gettysburg. In 1906, W.T. Grant opened up a 25-cent department store in Massachusetts. He had invested his life savings of $1,000 to open that first store in the town of Lynn, which went on to become a national chain. It closed its location in downtown Bangor and other places in 1976 when the company filed for bankruptcy. 1955, the Guinness Book of Records debuted, and in 1961, the Dick Van Dyke Show premiered on TV.
And in 1990, celebrations erupted when East and West Germany ended 45 years of post-war division, declaring the creation of a unified country. It followed a series of protests by residents and the fall of the Berlin Wall. And in 1992, a picture of Pope John Paul II was famously torn up by singer Sinead O'Connor on Saturday Night Live. And in 1993, 18 U.S. service members and hundreds of Somalis were killed in the Battle of Mogadishu. It was the deadliest battle for U.S. troops since the Vietnam War and also inspired the film Black Hawk Down. And in 1995, the jury in the O.J. Simpson murder trial found the former football star not guilty in the deaths of his former wife and her friend.
Today's birthdays include singer Gwen Stefani, who is 56 today, actress Neve Campbell turns 52, and singer Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac turned 76 years old today. You know, I've always been a fan of Fleetwood Mac, but in recent years I've got to know Lindsay a little better. What a fantastic guitarist and such a talented guy.
All of them, very.
Happy birthday to them and to you also if your birthday is today.
Let's turn things back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment. 922-2043. Alrighty, another quiet morning across the region. We have no advisories posted, just a few passing clouds, and that's about it. Another nice day filled with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and that's about it. Let's zoom things out. And again, high pressure is in dominant control, a little bit of energy across parts of Canada, and that's about it for us. Futurecast showing that nice day for us. Again, maybe a few passing clouds, and again, looking pretty good. Some more clouds passing through later on tonight. Moving forward today, lower 70s, mostly sunny, again, a few passing clouds, a little more breezy out there with that southwest wind at around 20 miles per hour. Overnight, here we go. We have upper 40s, partly cloudy. The wind's backing off out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we have upper 70s under a mostly sunny sky and that northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, a few passing clouds. Temperatures approaching the low 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
And Sarah Stewart will take us shopping for healthy food. We'll have those stories and more coming up.
Dreaming of a new garage or custom build? Patriot Landscaping and Construction delivers from frame to finish. Expert craftsmanship, durable designs, and quality you can trust. We get it done right. Call Patriot Landscaping and Construction today. Let's build your future together.
Looking to power your home or business with efficiency and reliability? At Ideal Energy Solutions, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services, heat pump installation and service, and are an authorized Generac dealer, built to keep you running in any weather. We're proud registered vendors with Efficiency Maine, from residential upgrades to commercial installations. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
A fourth-generation family-owned business, Hammond Lumber Company is proud of two recent continuing traditions. For the 5th year in a row, Hammond was named one of the best places to work in Maine. And for the 3rd consecutive year, Hammond was selected as one of the best companies to work for by Business New Hampshire magazine. Find your opportunity to join the Hammond team at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, always striving to provide the best for their employees and their customers throughout Maine and New Hampshire.
Hi, Todd from Dorsey Furniture here, and it's come to our attention that our Reviva-Mat may have some unintended side effects. These include improved mood, lower anxiety, reduced stress, increased optimism, heightened emotional intelligence, better coping skills, stronger impulse control, and an increased sense of well-being. On sale now for only $6.99 and delivered anywhere in Maine for free. This queen-size mattress won't stress out your budget either.
Do not use if you're allergic to mattresses or don't want to work on your well-being.
Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Open 7 days a week. Sleep well, my friends.
Dreaming of a new garage or custom build? Patriot Landscaping and Construction delivers from frame to finish. Expert craftsmanship, durable designs, and quality you can trust. We get it done right. Call Patriot Landscaping and Construction today. Let's build your future together.
Undefeated top-ranked Nebraska takes on defending national champion Penn State. Women's volleyball, Friday at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Red Sox fans, it all comes down to this. Game 3, winner go home against their rival New York Yankees. The Red Sox narrowly fell to the Yankees 4-3 in a game that came down to the final inning. The series currently tied 1-1 heading into the all-important Game 3 that'll decide who moves on to the ALDS to face the Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox announced that 23-year-old rookie Connolly Early will get the start on the mound tonight, making him the youngest pitcher to start a game for Boston. And since, get this, Babe Ruth in 1916, Red Sox manager Alex Cora says he's excited to see what the promising young star can do under the pressure of an elimination game.
Connolly's going to start. He's poised throughout, very calm. Obviously, he's going to be loud here. 2 rookies, Game 3, wild card, Yankees, Red Sox. Imagine that. So should be a fun night.
Yeah, it's electric. Really good game so far, and every pitch matters. So really competitive games and competitive ABs. So just got to go out there and do my thing.
It was a great effort by Early, but those Red Sox bats and the defense did not help him out at all. The Red Sox season is over, falling to the New York Yankees by a score of 4-0 in that Game 3. Maine hockey kicks off their season at home next Friday night, but the Black Bears will play an exhibition game against their bitter rival this Friday down at Bowdoin College. Maine getting tuned up with a neutral site game against the UNH Wildcats on Friday. The Black Bears are fired up to get a shot at their rival before the season even begins. And although the game won't count in the official record books, it certainly counts in the eyes of the players.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it's just, obviously you love playing UNH. They're going to be ready to play us, and we're going to be ready to go. So it's as good as it gets, really. And it's going to be high intensity, as high as it gets right away, day one, so it'll prepare us for the rest of the year.
This is a regular season game for us. We've been here now for about 3 months, and we've done enough scrimmaging against each other that we're ready to play another opponent, and no better opponent than our biggest rival. So
2 seasons ago, the Black Bears took on the Wildcats at Colby College in Waterville. Those trips to Southern Maine give Maine hockey fans in that area a rare opportunity to see their team play on their turf, and the Black Bears enjoy spreading the love.
It works for both. It's kind of almost right in the middle there of us and UNH's campuses, and it's also neat when you can kind of go and play in some of these places. Bowdoin's got a rich history, as did Colby a couple years ago. So it's neat where you can go to those games, play your rival. It's exhibition, but obviously it still means something for both teams. And being a new place in the state that, I think the thing sold out in 3 minutes or something like that. So it's cool to be able to do stuff like that in the state of Maine.
Maine women's soccer played their very first game at the New Balance Soccer Complex on Thursday night. The Bryant Bulldogs made the trip to Orono to face the Black Bears, and right off the bat, Hillary Washington puts the Black Bears on the board as she lays one up and high over the goaltender. Maine goes up 1-0. Later in the first half, the Bulldogs send a centering pass, but Black Bears goaltender Elena Barenberg jumps right in front of it to cut it off. Second half, the Bulldogs with another chance, but again, it's Barenberg saving the goal, but then Brian earns a corner kick, and this one flies high and into perfect position for Colleen Artelingta, who boots it in. This one ends in a 1-1 draw. We caught up with Hillary Washington after the game.
It's exciting. It's lots of fun. Different turf, so it's nice to play on. And yeah, it's just exciting having our own field. We're a big team, and we're ready to win, and we're ready to compete. So I don't know. We're very confident going into the season, and we have been all season. So yeah, I think it's just really exciting for all of us.
Washington looked like a natural holding the mic right there. They'll be back on that new turf very soon. Finally, one of the best girls basketball players in the state is staying home to play her college ball. Mattinock Academy forward Addison Sear has committed to Husson University. The 6'1" forward hit the 1,000-point mark last winter as a junior and will certainly continue to dominate the post this upcoming season. With an exciting Mattinock squad, she averaged 21 points a game last winter, a big-time recruit for the Husson Eagles. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
Everything is so expensive these days, and being a widow makes things even tougher. I worked 4 jobs just to get by. That's why I'm so grateful for Senator Collins' new law. It restores Social Security benefits for thousands of Mainers just like me. Benefits we earned. Now, I can enjoy my retirement with my grandchildren. Thank you, Senator Collins, for always delivering for Maine.
Call Senator Collins. Thank her for fighting for Maine.
Triple S Tax Shop at 315 Hamden Road in Carmel has been in business for 26 years. After much consideration, we are announcing a retirement sale. Stop in before everything is gone. Open Tuesday through Friday, noon to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 4. Triple S Tax Shop in Carmel for quality clothing and equestrian gear. Our sincere appreciation to all our customers throughout the years.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's that time of year when many of us start to pack on the pounds as we head into the winter months. But this year, we have a chance to make it different.
Today, we'll hear some more great advice from Sarah Stewart, who says eating healthy really begins at the grocery store.
Hi, I'm Sarah Stewart, family nurse practitioner, and let's go shopping. Today, our goal is to keep it simple. The less ingredients on the label, the better for our health. I love shopping at local grocers because often the amount of options at corporate stores are overwhelming and often unnecessary.
Food companies love to make products like yogurt, creamers, and milks look healthy on the front, but the real story is in the label. First up, we have Chobani vanilla Greek yogurt with 9 ingredients and 11 grams of added sugar. Added sugars cause spikes in blood sugar and fuels inflammation, weight gain, and chronic disease. Milk has natural sugar in the form of lactose, which has not been correlated with blood sugar spikes and inflammation. Bottom line, our body does not need added sugar, and definitely not first thing in the morning. Next up is Noosa strawberry rhubarb yogurt containing 12 ingredients and a whopping 18 grams of added sugar. There's so much added sugar in this yogurt that they listed cane sugar not once, but twice. Wildflower honey may sound natural, and even though it has trace antioxidants, its high sugar load outweighs those benefits when consumed regularly. Our best option is the Hannaford brand whole plain Greek yogurt. Now let's take a look at what we pour into our coffee every single day. Here we have Coffee Mate Creamer that doesn't even contain cream, made with 14 ingredients and 5 grams of added sugar. There are so many red flags in this creamer, I lost count. A slightly better option is Oaker's Half and Half, made with 4 ingredients but still containing 2 additives. Our best option is Land O'Lakes Half and Half, which contains 2 simple ingredients, milk and cream. Now let's move over to the milk section. First up is Oatly oat milk, which contains 12 ingredients. Oat milk seems healthy and wholesome, but it's really processed oats with added oils, stabilizers, and synthetic vitamins. Now what about Almond Breeze almond milk? This dairy alternative milk contains 11 ingredients. Next up is Silk soy milk, which is made with 13 ingredients and 5 grams of added sugar. Our best option is Hannaford brand milk made with 1 simple ingredient. Whole milk gives you protein, healthy fats, and natural vitamins and minerals, all in 1 simple ingredient. That balance keeps you full, provides vital nutrients, and keeps blood sugar steady. So if any of this feels overwhelming, keep it simple. Look for those single ingredient foods.
I'm Sarah Stewart, reminding you to nourish your body, feed your future, and check your labels.
And joining us now is Sarah. Thanks for doing this for us. I'm already learning a lot.
Me too.
You know, one of the things I'm learning is the less ingredients in something, the better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Single ingredient foods. I always say real food doesn't need an ingredient label. Mm-hmm. Real food should spoil, and if bacteria can't digest it, we can't either.
Right. It's
right?
not meant for us.
If it sits on the countertop and looks the same 8 weeks later, that's probably not great for us. Yeah.
The important thing to know is you can eat healthy and the stuff can still taste good too. What'd you bring here today?
Yeah, so this
It looks good.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a blueberry yogurt. So we started off with a whole fat or
Like if people don't like the texture of a full-fat Greek yogurt, you can do like a 2%. Blueberries, and then I made a metabolically healthy granola, so it's oat-free. Oats will really spike your blood sugar, especially in the morning, so I kind of stay away from that. So it has like walnuts and pecans and chia seeds and hemp seeds, and I just drizzle it with coconut oil and toast it in the oven with a little bit of like cinnamon and cardamom. And this one is a seasonal yogurt, so I took a can of canned pumpkin, and then blended it with some Greek yogurt, and then topped it with the granola. And this is a pumpkin spice latte.
Yummy.
Yeah, with just heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and vanilla extract and pumpkin spice.
Yum, yum.
Yeah.
This is something you could have for breakfast or anytime, right?
Yeah.
Snacks
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, or I often have it for lunch, like, or I call it my first meal. Yeah.
This is something you all can do too. I've seen that you can buy these things like chia seeds and whatever in bulk, and you can make your own concoction and then kind of squeeze them into meals here and there. You won't even notice, really.
Correct. Yeah. Adds protein, adds fiber, adds healthy fats, and always start with the raw ingredients, and then roast them in the oven with like coconut oil.
And that's what you do. You kind of toast them up a little bit.
Yep, 15 minutes. That's all it takes, just to make that in a big batch and can it up and good to go. Yeah.
And part of this is just developing good habits, I guess. If you start working these things into your diet, before you know it, you'll probably miss them if they're not there, right?
Yeah, or if you if you start to eat, in a different way, and you try to go back to some of like the artificially sweetened foods or the highly, sugary yogurts, like you'll notice what real food starts to taste like, and that you really can't go back to the way things were before.
I've experienced that because I have a terrible sweet tooth. I've talked about it before. But there's times where I've cut back on it, and then you do try something like a candy bar. It's like, oh, this is too sweet for me.
Right.
And I think a lot of it too is just education purposes too. Like with the milks, as I was watching it, I didn't know about, the silk or the other things like that. So I think, it's great that we're having you on and just teaching everyone about all this stuff.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
I'm gonna try the pumpkin one.
It adds some nice crunch to it.
Yeah.
This one looks yummy. I love seasonal stuff.
Who doesn't like pumpkin spice?
All right, we're running out of time now, but thanks for doing this. We're gonna have you back again next month.
Great.
And we'll do some more healthy eating tips. In the meantime, you've got a Facebook page you can send people to?
Correct, yeah. So I will post the recipes. It's Worth the Wait, WEIGHT. And you can find a lot of good information there on metabolic health and nutrition and some fun recipes.
Fantastic. I watched one of your seminars too, and I learned a lot from that.
Oh, yeah, it is still up. So
people
if
can
anyone,
go on and check that out. So, Sarah, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Now we're going to send things back to Devin for another check of your forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Already, wave heights a little bit active out there, not enough to prompt any advisories. We're at 4 feet for the wave heights at this moment in time, 7 feet farther out towards sea, according to a couple buoys at this moment in time. Meanwhile, on land, again, another quiet morning. It's been a broken record of that lately. And again, another case of that with high pressure and dominant control. So let's zoom things out and show you that full picture as we are seeing high pressure and dominant control farther off in Canada. They're seeing a little bit of activity this morning. And again, a beautiful day to get outside yet again. Now, we are seeing a little boundary passing through. That's why we're seeing a few passing clouds. High pressure to the south and west, again, is what's keeping the entire northeast quiet. So a futurecast for us. Again, lots of clear skies, a few passing clouds, but overall, keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those today as we'll have a lot of sunshine. Later on tonight, some more clouds passing through. So overall, a partly cloudy sky, but for tomorrow, we'll have a lot more sunshine, maybe maybe a few passing clouds. And then by Saturday evening, some more passing clouds. Eventually, those will be getting out of here. And then once we head towards your Sunday, another decent start. Fall foliage, now is the time to enjoy that. The leaves do continue to turn. You'll want to head farther off towards the north and northwest to enjoy peak fall colors, while farther down toward the south, we're not quite there just yet, but we continue to turn at this moment in time. Mostly sunny and breezy today, so blowing some leaves off the trees with highs in the low 70s. Southwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. Overnight, upper 40s, partly cloudy, and that west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we have upper 70s, mostly sunny, northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Mostly sunny for your Sunday with highs in the mid 70s, and then lower 80s. Hello for your Monday under a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Tuesday, highs in the upper 70s.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
You provide it all. There's no challenge you can't take on, because you've already taken on everything. You've gone above and beyond. It feels like you've brought them together. It feels like your home is taken care of. It feels like you're all at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
Quarterback Bryce Underwood and the Wolverines take on Wisconsin. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
No stage bigger than this one.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Eleven cheetah cubs have been saved from becoming part of Africa's illegal wildlife trade. The rescue took place in Somaliland, a breakaway region of Somalia. A conservationist said it was one of the largest confiscations of that species of cat. Authorities say the cubs were being smuggled packed in bags that resembled packs of potatoes. They were in the process of being transported in a small sailing vessel off the coast of Somaliland on Sunday when the local Coast Guard intercepted the ship. 2 local residents and 3 Yemenis were placed under arrest. The cheetahs were taken to a rescue center owned by the Cheetah Conservation Fund. The cubs were described as being very malnourished and were being reintroduced to food slowly, starting with fluids.
And excavators strike gold off of Florida's Treasure Coast. A team of excavators located $1 million worth of Spanish gold coins after searching through a shipwreck on a stretch of Florida's coast known for its fantastic finds. The treasure was believed to be lost at sea on a fleet of Spanish ships that were hit by a hurricane in 1715. The team found more than 1,000 silver and gold coins, with the date and mint mark still visible on some of them.
Pretty
How cool is
interesting.
that?
Yeah, apparently there's all kinds of shipwrecks all along the Florida coast, and
Yeah.
People are out there trying to find it all the
It'd
time.
be cool to like scuba dive or snorkel those sometime.
Find a handful of gold coins
Yes.
somewhere or whatever. So, Well, that'll about do it for now.
Yes.
Boy, I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Me
It's going to
too.
be great weather for the
It
weekend.
is.
Don't forget the Paws On Parade is being held on the Bangor waterfront tomorrow. That will benefit the Bangor Humane Society. Again, they're telling people leave your doggies at home this year. But still, they hope a lot of people will turn out there to help support the important work that the Humane Society does every year. In the meantime, hopefully you can get out and enjoy the weekend one way or another. Go apple picking, just hang out
do
around
some
the
fall
yard.
things.
It's going to be warm. Love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great weekend, everyone.